Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Kevin. I'm here with my girlfriend, Katie. We're here with William, Kristen, and Ron. So we're at Hardee Lakes. We're gonna do some trail riding and then we're gonna set up camp, do some camping. So the trucks are right over there on the trail, and this is Payne's Creek, which we might actually try to do some fossil hunting a little bit later. I brought the shovel and stuff, so the water's really low. It's the best time to go. We just gotta find some deposits where there's stone and rock and stuff. Might be kind of tricky. So over here at the creek, we noticed on the other side there's a lot of animal tracks, and if you look down right here, we got deer, and it looks like bobcat right there. I'm sure there's probably some raccoon ones around if we look hard enough. Hercules, Hercules! So at the campground, the property is pretty big and they have side-by-side trails. Ron and I didn't know that they had these trails the first time we came, and we walked and we walked and we walked, and it was in the middle of summer and we were gonna pass out. So now that we're back, we decided to drive the trucks on the side-by-side trails. I'm just hoping that the trees are far apart enough so that we can drive on them. You can see we're in the summer or the rainy season that this is totally all underwater. Pulling into camp now. That trailer is probably gonna look familiar to a lot of you. And I reserved campsites P3 and P2. So we're gonna camp right down by the lake. It's nice and breezy. So we're gonna set up camp and show you guys around. It is such a beautiful day out here. This is my third time camping out here, and every time we've camped, it's been blue skies, nice and breezy. Truck's pretty nasty from the little trails we did. Poor bikes are all muddy. Like I said, we got these two campsites right here, but I think we're all gonna try and just camp on one campsite. So we'll see if we can get away with 5 vehicles and a trailer. So this is the back of the truck, how we got it set up. I usually have a refrigerator. I had an old ARB refrigerator that was here for years, and I finally upgraded. So the new refrigerator is too big for this tray, so I left the tray here and I just mounted the battery banks on it, basically, so when we go camping, anybody that needs to charge anything or use power, they can just borrow one essentially. They all charge right here with the power of the truck, so while I'm driving I can charge all the power banks and they're all good for when we go camping. So those are always pretty much going to be in the back of the truck. Of course, I got my little propane tank here, and we have a Min Grills pressure cooker we're going to use tonight. So the new refrigerator is Iceco. It's a 60 quart, and it is mounted in here. I removed the bottom portion of the seat right here. It's a bench seat. I think it's like 60/40, so I still have a jump seat over there, and we have this thing maxed out. We're going to be cooking so much food tonight and tomorrow morning that we filled up all 60 quarts of this thing, thanks to Publix. So yeah, that's gonna stay there for a while. I have power running there, so as you can see right here, it's at 30 degrees, and I have it set at 29 degrees. And the battery monitor is on the lowest setting, so I can drain the battery almost all the way down. So we're about to go on our first annual camping bike ride, and the three of us all have scars from these sharp pedals that come on these bikes. I got metal spikes on them. So there are miles and miles of trails, walking paths, horse trails. There's like 4 large lakes to go through. And there's a really cool boardwalk that goes right through the middle of it all. So we're back from our little bike ride. We went a few miles, went on the boardwalk, went around this little lake right here. And we got some rain coming tonight, so we got the canopy over the fire pit. Ron's starting the fire. We are cooking a meal for like 10 people in this pressure cooker. Min Grills reached out to us and gave it to us. It's bigger than the other pressure cooker that I had. So in a little bit, we're gonna season this, and then we'll bring you back whenever Chef Ron starts cooking.
Now we have a new Men's Grill pressure cooker. It's a lot bigger than the other one that we were using. Definitely a lot better for bigger groups. Thank you, Min Grills, for sending that to us. So for tonight, we're going to be cooking up about 4 pounds of beef or so, bunch of carrots, 6 pounds of potatoes, some mushrooms with some bone broth and some red wine. And we are going to make a really good, super yummy beef stew, trying out the brand new Men's Grill pressure cooker.
There's some really violent weather coming. It's supposed to last about 30 or 40 minutes. Everyone's buttoning down the hatches. Katie and I are supposed to sleep in this tent. We are now, holy crap. That might be, wow. Wow. All right, so Katie and I are cleaning out the back of the truck. We're gonna sleep. I got sand in my eyes. Everybody else, like I said, we're starting to button down the hatches. We got the awning over the fire to keep the fire going because that's dinner. And other than that, we got some strong wind. RVs are leaving. We got some strong storms coming. This storm coming through is insane. But as long as we got the fire going, it'll blow over, and then everybody put their chairs away so we'll have somewhere dry to sit. And we'll finish up the camping trip. But things do pop up time to time. And that's why we're not in the tent right now. That is crazy. It's so windy. Oh my god, it's going all the way down. Luckily we're on, it's shaking the whole truck. Luckily we're on this side of the truck and it's blocking the wind. You're gonna walk up? All right. We might brave across and go to the restrooms because the storm's supposed to last, the branches already coming down. The storm's supposed to last about 45 minutes. So that's the storm that's coming, and we've already gone through the wind from the initial front. And the great thing about using a pressure cooker for cooking dinner is you pretty much put all the contents in and you can forget about it. So the whole time we're gonna be hunkered down for the storm that's coming. This is gonna continue to cook. So as soon as the storm's done, we can come out from the truck, out from the tents, and we're gonna have a nice dinner waiting for us. So while Ron's cooking dinner in the Min Grills pressure cooker, over here, we're using William's vintage Coleman stove. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm starting to make some asparagus. So the asparagus was a hit, and I can already hear the Min Grills pressure cooker releasing pressure. So the storm has passed. Now it's just gonna be raining and sprinkling on and off for the rest of the night and most of tomorrow. Unfortunately, the wind blew the rain inside of our tent, so there's a lot of large puddles. So we're gonna be sleeping in the back of the truck. So luckily we cleared it out and shouldn't have an issue sleeping in there tonight. So it's that time.
It's got all kinds of cool stuff on it. I only order through them.
Might not look like much in there, but it's delicious.
A lot of stuff like this.
Maybe it's like you as a ranger or something.
So it's the next morning. We're making a mountain man breakfast. We got the potatoes on the fire right there. Got some sausages cut up. And while that's cooking, we're starting to set up the tent. I'm sorry, take the tent down, which is completely full of water. So there's a second round of storms coming. So everyone's taking their stuff down so we can head back to town before the second wave of strong winds and thunderstorms come. So we're all done with breakfast. It was delicious, and we can already hear thunder rolling in the background. So another wave of severe weather is coming. So we're all packed up, and we're gonna take one little lap around the park, which is rather large. I wanna say it's like 2,500 acres. There's about 3 or 4 lakes. So we're gonna go hit some trails on the way out, and this is another wrap for another good camping trip. Probably the next time we're all gonna camp together is gonna be around May 8th.